Hi there Pokefans, I am your humble host Charles Fan and you're watching Pokemon Gym Challenges. As you see, we start today on day 5. Let's see how this battle goes today. But first let's switch out some Pokemon, I think. Or should we? No, I don't think we should do that. I think the team is okay as it is. Okay, let's fight this dude again. So far this first battle isn't all that difficult. Granted, it's only one Pokemon we have to fight against, and we do have the type advantage. And then I'd better go and put the mouse in the middle of the screen. Luckily I take it out of the way before the battle gets going in serious manner. And by now we don't expect anything other than a 1-hit KO on the Buizel. Okay, now it's time for the sister. She starts getting a bit more difficult, but with her normal types it is still not really that much of a problem. And Thunderbolt should still be sufficient to deal with both of them. That takes care of Teddy Ursa. Would have been a different story if that was Ursa Ring. The Lopunny. Okay, let's just change to Fluffy for the fighting type attack. The advantage we gain from having a fighting type attack. That is what I mean. Brick Break, let's go. Now I could have given Fluffy a much stronger fighting type attack, but I thought that Brick Break gave me all the advantages I needed. As you saw over there, I did a useless attack because I wasn't going to be able to hit him. Unfortunately the Paralyze does hit, which means that the Bloody Bunny gets his attack off first, which means I have to do it again. And I am unable to flip an attack. Come on, just attack already. Okay, this time I do manage to hit my attack. Lopunny should have bounced again to avoid being hit and whittling me down on my HP. He didn't, so I'm kind of lucky over there. Okay, time for the Grandma. I wonder if the dad will come afterwards, or if there is a dad even available. Anyway, so this is a steel type, not very conducive to my Jolteon, but Jolteon at least has a Shadow Ball. And that does a good amount of damage, not too much. I was hoping that it would do a bit more than that. Signal Beam does how much damage? It does quite a good amount, and it does give me the confusion. And Bronzor hits itself. That's a nice advantage. Okay, I think a full restore will work nicely for Fluffy, because I do need him in the next battle. Okay, let's do another Shadow Ball. I think it will be sufficient to take him out. Okay, Golurk is next. Golurk is a ghost type Pokemon, so Shadow Ball will still work. It is also a ground type Pokemon, so if Shadow Ball doesn't work sufficiently, Jolteon is a goner. And Jolteon is a goner because Shadow Ball didn't actually take out Golurk. That is kind of a pity. Okay, Zekrom, you're out. I think you have a water type attack. No, you don't have a water type attack. That's a pity. Let's see what Dragon Claw does. That does sufficient damage. Nice. Kangaskhan is next. And that's what I need Fluffy for. In full health. Fluffy's the only one that can take on this Kangaskhan effectively. Jolteon might be able to do it later on when he learns Focus Blast. Although Focus Blast is so bloody inaccurate, Jolteon might be taken out before he actually manages to hit any attacks. Okay, so 2 Karate Chops takes out this Kangaskhan. Oh, we defeated the Grandma. Now we get to the difficult battle. Or one of the difficult battles is Grandpa. Old Mother is a very difficult fight, but Grandpa is not easy. He starts with a Shuckle, which is a bug and a rock type. He doesn't have all that much attack, either special or physical, but he does have a lot of defense. Okay, I think it's time to revive Jolteon and heal him up, because Shuckle isn't going to do much damage to me. As you can see over there. I think a Hyper Potion will work nicely. Okay, that's another bug bite. Should I fly or should I switch out to someone else? Okay, who am I trying to heal now? Okay, Fluffy probably. Power Split. Okay, that's a problem. Power Split increases Shuckle's attack, I think, and lowers my own. And Zekrom is fairly powerful in and of itself. Another power trick. Oh, it does defensive stuff. If any of you are interested, go back that few seconds and pause the video and leave a comment in the comment section below explaining what power trick actually does. But Lantern grows to level 61. Crocodile is next. So we need a water type. But I'm afraid to use a water type because it tends to bloody faint. So I'm going to use one that is immune to ground type attacks. And hopefully I can do it with dragon type attacks. He goes for foul play, which is quite effective. Unfortunately, I do get the switch out over there. Okay, let's go for the wild charge. Granted, that does recoil damage, so I'm probably going to faint here, which means I don't really have ground immunity anymore. I think Fluffy is the one to take out this Licky, and it does have the added advantage that Brick Break will also take out Crocodile because of his dark weakness. Ice Punch will also do it because of his ground weakness. That was quite severe. Okay, so Licky is done for. Should I switch to Lantern? I think I'm going to risk it, because ultimately it is Lantern's job to deal with ground type Pokemon. All he has to do is outspeed. If he outspeeds, I win. And luckily I outsped. That takes care of Crocodile. Okay, Polytoad is next. Now I can only deal with Polytoad with Fluffy or Lantern or Stunfisk. Fluffy can deal with Polytoad in terms of ice type attacks. Stunfisk and Lantern can... I had it completely wrong. I had the wrong Pokemon in mind. Bloody Frog does a swagger on me. Any of my electric-type Pokemon can deal with Polytoad. I was thinking of Palpitoad. That is what happens if you give Pokemon similar names. Players get confused by that. But a full heal does work nicely to heal me from the confusion. What am I doing now? Come on. Oh, I'm reviving one of my Pokemon. I wonder why Polytoad doesn't have bounce. Electros gets the Hyper Potion first. Okay, I think I'm going to use a Hyper Potion on Stunfisk as well, just to heal him up to full again. And then I can... Bloody Perish Song. I wonder if I can take him out before the Perish Song hits. I'm just gonna switch out. Fine. It does have bounce. The bloody bugger. Why didn't I switch? Okay, so now I switch. Bounce is obviously going to hit. I hope it doesn't get the paralysis. It gets the paralysis. The bugger. And I waste another full restore. I should have just... No, yes, I did waste the full restore. A full heal would have been much better. Okay, so the Perish Song hits Polytoad. What a tongue twister that was. And so I managed to defeat it without actually landing a blow. That's one way of doing it. Mother is next. And she is a bugger to deal with. She has 5 Pokemon and she starts off with the Weavile. Weavile is a bloody fast Pokemon. But I think I outspeed. Because Jolteon is equally bloody fast. Let's see if Signal Beam can take it out. Okay, Weavile outspeeds. Luckily, he doesn't take me out in a single attack. He is significantly higher level than me, at least 2 levels. I survive on 2 HP, and I take him out on my second attack. Excadrill is next. I definitely need Lantern for this one, even though there's a very good chance that Excadrill outspeeds, because that is also a bloody fast Pokemon. It looks like Mother has a tendency to use fast Pokemon, but I outspeed this time, despite the level discrepancy. Oh, come on. So it just does a Sword Stance. It raises the attack but does nothing for the speed. So I get to do another Surf, taking it out. And Lantern will level up. No, it won't. It just stops short of that. Okay, Fluffy, I think you're up for Vesperquin. We need a ice punch or a fire punch. Either one of those two will do the job nicely. A thunder punch will also work, or wild charge will also work, because Vesperquin is a flying type. She does attack order. Does a good amount of damage. Let's see how much Ice Punch does. Ice Punch does sufficient damage. And Lantern grows to level 62 finally. Kingdra is next. Now I can use almost any Pokemon against Kingdra, but I'm going to use Zekrom because Dragon type attacks are much stronger against Kingdra than any electric type attack might be. Dragon Claw should do the trick, but Kingdra outspeeds. Doing a Dragon Dance. But let's see if I manage to take it out, even though it is 3 levels higher. And I do manage to take it out. How nice. And next up is Heatmore. Both Jolteon and Stunfisk, not Jolteon, both Lantern and Stunfisk will be sufficient for Heatmore. I have decided on Stunfisk this time. And Earth Power will do just well, or just fine I suppose. It goes for a stockpile, which increases defenses. And the defensive increase did help. Okay, what am I doing now? Okay, I'm healing up Jolteon over there. And Heatmore goes for a Inferno. Damn. And it's a bloody critical hit and it bloody burns. Come on. Really? What's the odds of that happening? And it outspeeds, so Stunfisk is a goner. Damn. Instead of being greedy, I should have just taken it out and been done with it. Okay, Lantern, you're up. Since I was fighting the electric gym, Stunfisk hasn't really done very much for me. Granted, I'm healing up because I probably need him for the rest of the battle. Now what is happening over here? It is healing itself. Because it did swallow. That's the one advantage of having a attack like Stockpile. It gives you a defensive boost and gives you some healing or attack if you need it. Oh come on, another bloody burn. Enough with the burning already. I think the full restore should work against for Lantern, but I think this Inferno has a 100% chance of inflicting a burn, so it doesn't actually help me very much, and this is turning out to be a boring fight for you guys because of all of the potions I'm using. Another bloody burn. I have to go and have a look whether or not Inferno has a 100% chance of burn or if it's just unreasonably high. But Inferno has been defeated. Have I defeated her? Here comes Dad. And we start the whole story all over again. But this time Lantern is not available to me because of the burn. And he's got a Don fan, so I have to switch out to someone else. And the best one to switch out to would have been Bloody Lantern, so I'm switching to it in any case. And going to heal up. Unless it gets taken out in a single attack. Which it just might. Like that. Bloody hell. I should have switched out to Electros in order to avoid the earthquake. I should have predicted it. Let's switch it out with a Dragon's Tail. Let's see if we can get someone else to fight who we might have a more of an advantage against. Like this Tangrowth. Do I have a proper attack for Tangrowth? Not really. And Tangrowth does have a Power Whip. But I think it's time to revive Lantern over there. And then I'm going to have to switch out to Fluffy for the Fire Punch. And I've been wasting quite a lot of potions over here. Trying to keep my team as healthy as possible. Power Whip does quite a number on me. Okay, Fluffy, you're up. I need my immunity to grant up attacks in case I need to switch out into someone that can deal with it. Okay, ring out. What I mean is, I need someone with a ground type immunity in case he switches back into Donphan with his bloody earthquake. It does block. Another fire punch ought to take out this Tangrowth. It took 3 attacks because Tangrowth is a very bulky Pokemon. Donphan is going to be next. Am I going to do the same again? A Dragon's Tail into someone else. Let's do a potion. The last one I have is healing up. He goes for Giga Impact. That's going to do a lot of bloody damage. It doesn't have the advantage in that he can't attack the next turn, which means I get a free swapping into Lantern, and if I outspeed, I get a nice surf off, which does happen. And I do get the 1-hit KO. Who's next? Braviary. Okay, any one of my Pokemon can take on Braviary. But I'm going to do it with Jolteon because he has the highest special attack of all of my Pokemon. Thunderbolt ought to do the trick nicely, and I shoot at speed like this. Now do I get the 1-hit KO? Yes, I do. Okay, Lantern is next. Now who the hell am I going to use against Lantern? Because if this Lantern has Volt Absorb, I'm in for a bloody difficult fight. Maybe I should use Stunfisk, although Stunfisk is weak to water type attacks. Okay, let's just test if this Lantern has Volt Absorb or not. Can't hurt to just test. And it does not have Water Absorb. I mean Volt Absorb, it has Water Absorb. That's why he does this bloody Aqua Ring, which gives him healing each turn. He goes for a charge, which means his next attack is going to be quite powerful. He heals up a little bit, but not enough to deal with my Thunderbolt. Jolteon goes to level 63. Axorus is next, so I need my Zekrom or my Electros to deal with it. Okay, Jolteon can also probably deal with it because of its dark type. Oh, it's not that one. It doesn't have a dark typing. But Fluffy will also be able to deal with it with his Ice Beam. Not Ice Beam, Ice Punch. Let's see if we can take it out with a Dragon Claw. And we do. That takes care of Axorus over there. Bisharp is next. And Fluffy is up. And I think a Brick Break is actually the best attack I can use because that's 4 times the weakness against Bisharp. But I'm probably going to go for a Fire Punch. No, I go for a Brick Break. I remembered about the 4 times weakness Bisharp has to fighting type attack. And that does me quite well, taking out the Bisharp in a single attack. And we have defeated this family. Okay, so this is going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you and goodbye. Also, please consider subscribing to the channel, leaving a like and sharing it with your friends and help me grow this channel in this year so that we might reach 50 subscribers by the end of this year. Thank you and goodbye.